So let's just get straight into it. Me growing up, and I've played the game. I've played for West Ham. I've wanted to become a footballer. I know many people who's wanted to become a footballer. And all of our dreams is to win a Champions League, is to win a World Cup, is to win the Premier League. If we then change leagues, is to win La Liga, is to win Serie A. We want to be a part of these competitions. We want to play multiple teams from the smallest to the biggest. We want to just experience the game the way the game is meant to be experienced. Now, this guy Perez comes in with a new idea about the European Super League, saying that there's billions of pounds backed behind this project. Okay, but who is this project appealing to? It's appealing to the rich assholes that literally have their pockets so deep with cash. What the hell is going on? So I know I'm here, and I know I sit here, and I know I'm one of those people that always says that football is a business. And yes, I do understand that football is a business. I understand the structure of this whole game is here to make profit. I get all of that. But most importantly, from the player's point of view, this is their livelihood, this is their career, and this is most importantly their dreams. Their aspirations of growing up to want to play in the Champions League against the biggest players is something that we all dream of. It's something we work so goddamn hard to do. So goddamn hard to do. Like I said, I grew up on watching multiple leagues as a kid. Me and my brother, we used to sit there, watch Bravo, and used to watch the Serie A. Back when Milan and Inter Milan was a massive rivalry, and the games were so intense. We used to watch the El Clasico, so intense. Now, I'm not saying that, that over the years that those games hasn't died down a little bit, because they have. They have, because other teams now are starting to come up and become more of a competition. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That's something for me that football needs. Now, I'm going to go from my phone quick because I saved a few things in there from what this guy, bloody Florentino Perez, said. And I'm just like thinking, this guy's an absolute arsehole. He's an absolute wallad. Like, when I'm looking at it, he says, football has to evolve. The more competitive games, the more revenue clubs will generate. And that is how they will survive this situation. The Super League is the solution. Let's just stop there for a second before I carry on. Okay? Yes, as we can see, this is about money. We all know it was about money. But from when he says to survive this situation, what situation are we surviving? Someone please tell me. I don't get it. If he's talking about COVID, let's be real. A football club generates money in multiple ways. Multiple ways. Meaning coverage is one of the biggest. Merchandise is the other. This is why if you watch the last podcast, I talk about how certain clubs are now going into creating merchandise in terms of fashion, because that's where the culture is. That's where football's going. Not this European Super League. Let me carry on to what this lad says. He then moves on to say, we want to save football for the next 20 years. The Super League will do that. They can't kick us out from this season's UCL, and they can't kick us out from the domestic leagues. Totally impossible. Our players will not be banned from the World Cup. I guarantee it. They can be 100% certain of it. Without the Super League, football will die before 2024. Big and small clubs will die. Are you alright? Are you alright? Let's just start there. When we grow up as footballers, one of our aspirations is to play in the Champions League, is to win the Premier League, is to be a part of the biggest competitions in the world, is to represent our country, not just at the Euro level, but the World Cup level. We have dreams of winning that trophy. We go to sleep at night playing that view over and over in our head. And there's players out there that have that chance to do so. They work their arse off to get their chance to do so, to be able to win these trophies. And a guy like this who just wants money, then you've got chairmen of these stupid clubs that just want money, is going to come in and do that. They're saying that the game will die before 2024. You do this now, this ESL now, the game will die. The game will not be the same. And I'm telling you, you will not get the revenue you think you're going to get. You will not. Because I'm telling you right now, fans of Manchester United, fans of Liverpool, fans of Real Madrid, fans of Barcelona, fans of Milan, fans of all these big clubs will not have it. Will not. Because we live, eat, sleep and breathe the game of football. We love playing against the smaller teams just as much as the bigger teams. We love it. We love the fact that every now and again throughout the season, we get to watch a Champions League game and we get to watch the tournament progress to the final. We love it. We love seeing Mbappe a part of that. We love seeing Kaká's solo goal for AC Milan, Zinedine Zidane's volley, top bins in a final. We love seeing overhead kicks with Gareth Bale. We love seeing it. But also on the flip side, we also love seeing a game against Fulham. We love seeing a game against Arsenal and all these teams. We love it. Football's a multiple faceted game. And as players, we build and we work the right to be able to be in these leagues and be the best we can. What kind of aspiration is ESL for a player? I don't get it. Earlier today, Jordan Henderson said he's going to have a meeting with all the captains in the Premier League. Because again, from the player standpoint, we're not going to have it. We grew up on football in a certain way. We fell in love with the game a certain way. Now, do things evolve over time? Yes, they do, but not like this. Not like this. Whatsoever. Zidane's having certain feelings that he ain't even going to comment on. I don't think these people really understand what football really means. Fans are important. But like I said to you, just as important is the players. And I'm telling you now, these players do not want this. These players do not want to be a part of a European Super League where they can't even compete in a World Cup or a Champions League. They don't want it. They don't want it whatsoever. I know people want to sit there and talk about how does Arsenal and Tottenham deserve to be in there. F all of that. I don't care if they deserve to be in there or not. This league shouldn't even be up. This league shouldn't even be up for a project. It shouldn't be anything. For me, it should be taken and dashed in the bin. It should be taken and dashed in the goddamn bin. Now, I'm sitting here doing this podcast because for me, I didn't want to sit here and I didn't want to be silent. I needed to speak out. Now, let's move on to another thing about what this Florentino Perez jackass said. This is what he said. We will just create our own World Cup. It's not a big deal. Is this guy feeling all right? Is this guy really feeling all right? How are you going to make your own World Cup? How can you have two French teams? What, a European Super League French team? You don't make no sense. How is that any sense? How? What, a European Super League England? It don't make no sense. There's players who play for the lower league clubs who are putting in numbers, a.k.a. James Maddison. So what, because he plays for Leicester, he can't now be a part of some of the best football to ever be played? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. All these players from the lower leagues and also the lower part of the Premier League, they all dream to play against the top six. We dream of it. So when those games comes, we're up for it. We rile ourselves up, we roll up our sleeves, we wipe our noses, and we get on it. Because we love the game. This is a dream for us. This is something players have dreamt of since they were kids. You can't take this away from them. You can't. You can't take this away from them. It's just not going to work. It really ain't. Now, Ander Herrera hit Instagram, also Twitter as well, I think, saying what he needed to say. And this here, for me, and the reason why I'm quoting Herrera, because this sums up what every footballer is thinking. He says, I fell in love with popular football, with the football of the fans, with the dream of seeing the team of my heart compete against the greatest. If the European Super League advances, those dreams are over. The illusions of the fans of the teams that are not giants of being able to win on the field competing in the best competitions will end. I love football and I cannot remain silent about this. I believe in an improved Champions League, but not in the not in the risk stealing what the people created, which is nothing other than the most beautiful sport on the planet. That's how we are all feeling. If every footballer took to their social medias, that is what they'll be saying. Now, like I said to you, I'm not sitting here and saying that the game don't evolve, but it don't evolve like this. Herrera said himself the Champions League could be improved. In what way? I don't know right now. I don't have the answers, Sway. I don't have the answers. But the answer is in the ESL. You got legends like Ian Wright hitting his Instagram saying what he has to say. This is the first time I've agreed with Gary Neville. Ever. I don't like him. I'm a Liverpool fan. I think he talks a load of crap. But when he spoke about this, I'm with him. I totally get exactly what he's talking about. And for clubs like Manchester United and Liverpool to agree to this, it's embarrassing. To the fact that Jordan Henderson, Liverpool's own captain, has to have a meeting with other captains from these clubs. Can you not see the players do not want this? They don't. I don't. And I'm sure you guys watching this podcast right now or listening to where you are, you don't want it either.
Me and my brothers gon' do this ourselves. Got too much pride to be asking for help. I ain't got no time for the bullshit. My niggas is ruthless as well. We gon' be right at your door like the mail. Ay, might take a drive where you chill. They telling me focus on my goals. For all of my brothers is set in the cell.